So this video is going to be on diamond problems for factoring, just to practice how diamond problems work. With diamond problems, we're always trying to multiply to get whatever's in the top of the diamond, and then add to get whatever's in the bottom of the diamond. So here we need something that multiplies to negative 90m squared and adds to 1m. So if I look at my possibilities here of things that multiply to 90, I have 1 and 90, 2 and 45, 3 and 30, 4 doesn't go into 90 evenly, 5 does, 18 times I believe, 6 does, 7 doesn't go into 90, neither does 8, 9 does, and 10 does, but we've already got 10 times 9. We've already got that one, so we don't need to write that one down again. So a great way to practice that is just put in a calculator 90 divided by 1 and see if it works. Divided by 2, divided by 3. When you do divided by 4, you get like a decimal or a fraction answer, so that one's not going in evenly. And just keep going until you get to a number like we did, 10, which we already have on this other side, and that will give you all the possibilities. Now, because it's a negative 90, one of these numbers is going to be positive and one of these numbers is going to be negative. So we'll actually be adding a negative number, which is like subtracting. So we're going to look at these numbers and see which ones are going to subtract to be 1, since this is 1m. That's going to be 10 and 9. So positive 10m and negative 9m will add up to be 1m. 10 times negative 9 is negative 90, and m times m is m squared. Okay, so now let's look at problem number 2 here. On problem number 2, we're looking at things that multiply to 40x squared and add to negative 13x. So we have 1 and 40, 2 and 20, 3 does not go into 40 evenly, 4 and 10, 5 and 8, 6 does not go into 40 evenly, neither does 7, and then 8, we've already got 8 with our 5 here, with a 5 and 8. So there's those possibilities. Since this is positive, that means either these are both positive or both negative. Positive times positive is positive, negative times negative is also positive. But since this that they have to add up to is negative, they're going to have to both be negative. Because if they're both negative, they'll multiply to be positive, but then they will add to be negative. So when I look through these, I see that negative 5 and negative 8 add to be negative 13. But since it's negative 13x, they both need an x. So those two add to be negative 13x, and they multiply to be 40, and then x times x is x squared. So why don't you go ahead and try number 3 here. Remember, you're trying to find things that multiply to the top and add to the bottom. Go ahead and pause it and try this one. Okay, so hopefully you were able to come up with positive 6n and negative 3n. 6 times 3 is 18, 6 times negative 3 is negative 18, n times n is n squared. And then 6n plus a negative 3n, or 6n subtract 3n, is 3n. All right. Go ahead now and try number 4. Again, we're multiplying to the top and adding to get to the bottom. Did you get this? 10v and 1v. You could just put v without the 1 if you wanted. 10 times 1 is 10. V times v is v squared. 10 plus 1 is 11, so 10v plus 1v is 11v. All right, we're going to do 2 more. Here's number 5. Go ahead and practice that one on your own. Pause the video if you need to. All right. How do we do? 8 times 3 is 24. So negative 8 times negative 3 is positive 24. X times x is x squared. Negative 8x plus negative 3x is negative 11x. All right, last one. Go ahead and try number 6 on your own. Pause the video and try number 6. Okay, so I got negative 6p and positive 2p. Negative 6 times 2 is negative 12. P times p is p squared. Negative 6p plus 2p is negative 4p. Hopefully that helped, and hopefully you'll be able to do the diamond problems that you need to now for factoring.